بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين لا سيما بقية الله في الأرضين أجل الله تعالى فرجه الشريف. We said that life has three elements. One is knowledge, one is power, and finally will. Assalamu alaikum. So, in the science of Kalam, they say, when we say Allah is Al-Hayy, is the living, it doesn't mean that He has physical life like us, breathing, eating, reproducing. No. It means that He has the essence of life. And the essence of life is a matter of understanding, power for bringing change, and will. And we said, in human beings also, depending on how much these three are there, the quality of life changes. So the more knowledge we have, the better life we have. The more power we have for bringing good or avoiding bad, the better life we have. And also the stronger will we have, the better life. And the peak of this willpower is what we call determination, azm. Sorry, can we reduce the echo? So determination is a strong form of will, azm. We said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to the Prophet, فَاصْبِرْ كَمَا صَبَرَ أُولُو الْعَزْمِ مِنَ الرُّسُلِ. Be patient like those messengers who have determination. And you know, Rasulullah himself was one of those 5 ulul azm, messengers who were given great determination. And also when Allah refers to Prophet Adam ala nabiyyina wa alayhi salam, in that Jannah, in that garden, in that heaven, before coming to this world, when he came to this world, then that's a different scenario. Then he is an infallible. But in that realm, in that world, when Allah explains what was the problem with Adam ala nabiyyina wa alayhi wa sallam, He says, وَلَمْ نَجِدْ لَهُ عَزْمًا. We didn't find azm in Adam. Adam didn't have determination. So he was not ulul azm. But Nuh, Ibrahim, Musa, Isa, and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they have reached the level that Allah describes them as people of determination. Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam has very important hadith about azm. He says, قَدْ عَلِمْتُ أَنَّ أَفْضَلَ زَادِ الرَّاحِلِ إِلَيْكَ عَزْمُ إِرَادَةٍ يَخْتَارُكَ بِهَا. Similar to these words. What is the best provision for a wayfarer, someone who is traveling towards Allah What is the best provision? We need provision, yeah? You cannot journey without provision. What is the best? Is the best salat? Is the best fasting? Is the best recitation of Qur'an? What is best? Imam says the best provision for someone who is arrahil ilayk, is traveling towards you, is determination. Azmu iradata, to have determined will by which he chooses you over other things. Yakhtaruka biha. Because if you have determination, then you do all the good things. You will do your salat on time, properly. As the Qur'an says, mu'mineen are those that they are very careful about their salat. Ala salawatihim yuhafidhun, or ala salatihim yuhafidhun. It is determination. Winter, summer, traveling, not to allow any delay, any missing happen to your salat. This needs determination. Fasting, it can be short days, it can be long days, it can be hot, it can be cold. If you are determined, it doesn't make difference. So, the best provision is determination, because with determination, then you can bring whatever else you need. So, one of the things that we need to work on in order to improve our life is to strengthen our willpower. And unfortunately, today, with this modern life, with these, gadgets that we have, we are little by little becoming weaker in our willpower. Instead of being people who have determination to face challenges and succeed, we have become people who press a button and then get, whatever they want. This easy access to what we need, and this, instant, always everything now has become instant. Instant food, instant coffee, instant friendship, instant marriage, everything instant. So this doesn't let us struggle and strengthen our willpower. If you, for example, want to train commandos, if you want to train, firefighters, how you can do that? You cannot say, we take you to 5-star hotels and over there, we are going to train. You have to take them to deserts, to forests, to mountains, kind of boots, so that they learn how to be strong and face challenges and not lose their faith, not lose their morals, not lose their spirit. So we have to be very careful in this age, because this age is the age of losing determination, being very relaxed. It's more a matter of convenience. Many things happen just because of convenience or inconvenience. In future, and already we see this, I think the battle is not that much decided by money or weapon or things like this, or even army. I think battle is decided by determination. Which party is more determined? Because every technique is used to make you frightened. You withdraw, you compromise, you dilute, you surrender, you change your plans. Those who are really determined, they can succeed. With determination, you get everything. We have a beautiful saying about companions of Imam Mahdi Ajjalallahu Ta'ala. It says, لو هموا بإزالة الجبال الرواسي لأزالوها. If they decide, after wise planning, all the things, we shouldn't, do things without, thinking about them properly, without planning. But if it is decided that now we need to move this mount, we need to make a road, for example, here, we need to make a tunnel, whatever. If they decide to remove a mount, they would do it. لو هموا بإزالة الجبال الرواسي. Rawasi means very high mount. لأزالوا, they would move it. This is a great quality that if you have it, you can face all challenges of life. Allah has given human beings so much of power that we only use, maybe 1% or even less. Sometimes you see people, because of need, what they do, even despite disabilities. There was a person, inshallah it's there, but several years ago, I watched on TV in Iran, that had no hands, and with the toes of the foot was painting. I cannot do this, not because I am not able to do this, because I have not felt need and I have not had willpower to test and try this. I think with my healthy hands I cannot paint. Who is stopping me? Me, I am stopping myself, because I think I cannot do it. When I think I cannot do it, then I will not do it. This person was determined, so with the toes of the foot is painting. Beautiful painting. We have lots of power, but we don't utilize them. We are reducing very little part and portion of our power and capacity. But if you have determination, you can learn many languages, you can learn many skills, you can do many things. One of the beauties of the months of Ramadan is that it boosts our willpower. Throughout the year we become lazy, we become dependent. If my food is delayed, if my drink is delayed, I feel I cannot continue life. I'm almost dying. If one night I sleep 1 hour late, 2 hours late, 3 hours late, I feel I am not able to continue. But in the months of Ramadan, for a whole month you are able not to eat, not to drink. You do lots of ibadah, lots of a'mal. Where did you get this time? By saving the time that we waste. Throughout the year we waste this time, and in the months of Ramadan, because there is barakah, when our willpower is there and we work together as a community and we encourage each other, so we can do lots of good things. And we don't feel, we are, dying. We feel, we are very actually energetic. So willpower is very important. Inshallah, we will talk about this more. So anything that weakens our knowledge, our understanding, is against our life. Why Qur'an is against being drunk? What is wrong with wine or khamr? It is against our understanding. Therefore, it's against our life. So it's like a poison. Poison doesn't need to just kill you. Anything that weakens your ma'rifah or willpower or your energy, this is like a poison. Exactly, it's a poison. When people get drunk, in addition to all the damages that it causes to the health, physical health, it damages their understanding. You cannot understand what is right, what is wrong. Many crimes take place when people get drunk. Why they say you cannot drive if you have, drunk? Because you are not in control of your decisions. You are driving, you are holding the steer, but you are not the same person. Your understanding is reduced. So anything which weakens our understanding, anything which weakens our power or determination, this is against human life. This is anti-human, and we should avoid it. So, when it comes to human beings, today we want to discuss with the time which we have today available, and inshallah we can continue tomorrow, about human body and soul, how they interact, and how their interaction determines our life. A little bit we talk about this. All Muslims, Christians, Jews, and other religious communities, they believe that human beings are not just this physical body. There are some people who may say that, but no religious person, no spiritual person would say that we are just this physical body. We are, Salaam Alaikum, we are a type of being that have two aspects. With one aspect, we are part of this physical material world. With another aspect, we are part of the spiritual world. Angels are just in the spiritual world. Physical objects, material objects, worldly things, they are just in the physical side. In other words, some are mulki, some are malakuti. But we are both mulki and malakuti. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us this chance to come to this material, physical world, but not to be remaining here, but rather to learn in this world how to be more spiritual. You cannot learn this if you were in Malakut all the time. If you are there, you cannot make such a progress. You are already given that. But Allah has given us ability to be here, but not being limited. To be in dunya, but not being restricted by dunya. We have in hadith about muttaqeen, sahibud dunya bi'abdanin arwahuha mu'allaqatun bil mahall al-a'la. They are in dunya, mystics, muttaqeen, they are in dunya, their body is here. They eat, they drink, they walk, but their spirits are attached to a higher realm. In Misbah al-Sharia says that a mystic, an arif, a person who has ma'rif of Allah, is the one that his body is with people, but his personality is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should not think that they are just here. It's like an iceberg. You see part of the iceberg, but the greater part you cannot see. It's hidden from you. We see only a small part of human beings. We just see their body and we judge them according to their body. And unfortunately, in the modern culture, everything seems to turn around body. Who has more muscle power? Who has softer skin? Who has better voice? Who has nicer hair? It's all body. We don't deny body. Body is important. It's a great gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But this is only very small part of our reality. Body is like a piece of clothes. It's like a dress. Is dress more important or the person who puts on the dress? Once a person went to a gathering, there was, feast, and had very, poor and, very, insignificant, dress. All people who were there were, high class people. So they didn't let him in. So, your dress, your appearance is not suitable for this gathering. Then the next day he put on a very nice dress and went, and everyone said, "Welcome, you're welcome." When he sat on the table, then he was putting his sleeve into the food and saying, "Eat." They said, "Why you do this?" He said, "You are not feeding a human being, you are feeding my dress." Because I am the same human being, I am the same person, but yesterday you were not giving me food. Today, because of change of my dress, you are feeding me. So I am asking my dress to eat. This is a very funny story, but I think this is the core of what we see today. Most of respect or lack of respect is based on our body, our ethnicity. If you are from certain ethnicities, then people are more concerned. If you are from other ethnicities, they are not that much concerned. Even, when war happens, when people are killed, when terrorists do something, if you are blue eye, then it's more important. If you are, black eye or brown eye, no. What is this? It's because of this culture is based on geography, on ethnicity, on color, on language, and this is all about body. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Qur'an that the reason we have created you in different colors and different languages is so that you know each other better. إِنَّا خَلَقْنَاكُم مِّن ذَكَرٍ وَأُنثَىٰ وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ شُعُوبًا وَقَبَائِلًا لِتَعَارَفُوا. So that you know each other. If all 6-7 billion people look the same, if they all look the same and spoke the same language, life was boring if it was possible. Maybe it was not even possible. This is a beauty, this diversity is very beautiful. We can better identify each other, relate to each other, know each other. But we are, unfortunately, instead of using this as a way for ta'aruf, we use it for ta'arud, we use it for conflict. I am better because I am from this ethnicity and you are from that. I am from this tribe, you are from that tribe. I come from this part. Totally against the aim of Creator. And who suffers? We suffer. As human beings, we suffer. So, our body is very important. but it's just a small part of us. If someone, God forbid, has an accident and loses some organs, maybe you lose, God forbid, your eye, maybe you lose your hand, maybe your leg. Is your personality now reduced? Or you are the same person? Your self-consciousness, your self-awareness, your virtues of the soul or vices of the soul, all are the same. Just you have lost part of a vehicle, part of a tool that you have, which is body. Body for us is just a vehicle. Body for us is just like a clothes. We are the main human being, as soul, as a spirit. Therefore, when we die, what does Qur'an say? Qur'an very beautifully says that when you die is not that you are being dissolved, because people look at the body and say, okay, this person is being dissolved, this person is going to be burnt, etc. But Qur'an says, when you die, Allah is taking you fully. Allahu yatawaffal anfusa hina mawtiha. Tawaffi means when you receive something completely. By taking your soul, nothing is missing from you. Body is not important. Allah is taking us in full. Mr. So-and-so or Mrs. So-and-so, even 1% of that person is not missing when they die. They just leave behind the body. But the person is departing. The person is transferred. Yeah, like for example, maybe you want to go to, I don't know, like a doctor, for example, wants to go to the operation theater. So, you should change your dress and take a new dress. When we go to Barzakh, we change this body and we take another body which is lighter, which is Barzakhi body. We leave this behind, we take another form. So, our reality is remaining intact. We survive death. We are not finished by death. We are not terminated by death. Just will be transferred. Allahu yatawaffal anfusa hina mawtiha. Allah receives the souls when they die. But not just when they die. Wallati lam tamut fi manamiha. And those who have not died when they asleep. When we asleep, our soul is again taken by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But not 100%. The soul still is able to have minimal management of body. But most of attention of the soul is taken away. So when you sleep, is very similar to dying. It's just weaker than dying, but it's very similar. The nature is the same, and that is that Allah takes the soul. فَيُمْسِكُ الَّتِي قَضَى عَلَيْهَا الْمَوْتِ. If someone is supposed to die, then the soul will be kept, cannot go back. وَيُرْسِلُ الْأُخْرَى إِلَىٰ أَجَلٍ مُسَمَّى. And then those who are not supposed to die, Allah would release the soul. The soul goes back. So every time we wake up, we should thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because this is like a new life. It's a new beginning. And this process of going to sleep and waking up is very sensitive process. Therefore, it's better to sleep where there is no noise, no disturbance. If when you are sleeping, you are distracted and disturbed, you cannot enjoy, you cannot gain sukoon, you cannot gain tranquility and rest. Plus, if someone awakens or something awakens you, all of a sudden, there is a worry that maybe you develop some psychological problem. This has to happen very smoothly, to go smoothly and come back smoothly. So, Allahu yatawaffa al-anfusa hina mawtaha والتي لم تمت في منامها فيمسك التي قضى عليها الموت ويرسل الأخرى إلى أجل مسمى. So Allah says, I am taking your soul, I am taking your spirit when you die and when you sleep. When you die, okay, you die. But when you sleep, then there are two options. Either you are supposed to die when you sleep, therefore the soul will be kept, yumsik, will be held. Or you are supposed to continue your physical life, it will be released, yourself. Irsal means to release, to free. So this shows that we are our souls. We are our spirit, we are not our body. Our body is a very small part of us. Our body is just a tool. Our body is like a cage. Why it's a cage? Because the window for your soul to this physical world is your body. Unless your soul gets very powerful and strong, the only interaction that we can have with this world is through your body. You cannot see anything unless if you can see with your eyes. What brings this limit to the soul? You cannot move anything unless you have access with your hand. If it is beyond your reach, you cannot do anything. Why? Is it because the soul has direction? The soul is in this room and therefore I cannot change something in another room? No, soul has no space. No, soul has no direction. Soul is limited to operate and interact with the physical world through body. So this body is a blessing, but is a limited blessing, therefore limits my interaction with this world. And if we manage to go beyond, then for you something is here or in another part of the world. You can see it, you can move it, you can understand it. Inshallah, we will continue this discussion, inshallah, tomorrow. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to enable us to appreciate the great gift of life that He has given us and to utilize it in the way that He has prescribed. We ask Allah to help us experience a spiritual life, pleasant life, hayat tayyibah in this world, and then be fully prepared for meeting Him hereafter. Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen.